So hi guys, welcome back. So here in this lecture, let's discuss about the dimensional analysis. We have different methods in deriving an expression using this dimensional of physical quantities. So the methods of dimensional analysis: if a number of variables involved in a physical phenomena are known, then the relation among the variables can be determined by the following methods. So it means that number of variables involved in a physical phenomena. So any physical phenomena in the sense any statement. So if on those physical phenomena the variables are known, then relating these variables we can able to derive an expressions. So we have two different methods which is used to derive an expression. So one is a Rayleigh method, another one is a Buckingham's pi theorem. So these different methods has been having their own advantage and limitations. Okay, so let's discuss into the first one, Rayleigh's method. Uh, so it is used for determining an expression for a variable which is an independent variable which depends on maximum of 3 to 4 variables, independent variables. So if number of independent variable is more than 4, then it is very difficult to obtain the expression for a dependent variables. So that's why it has some limitations. So if you have more than 4, it is laborious to derive it. It gets more confused. So that's why we have the second method known as Buckingham pi theorem. So this Rayleigh method has been overcome by using this Buckingham pi theorem. So we'll use the procedure in Buckingham pi theorem will be similar, but some deviations will be there. We'll discuss them in detail when we go to the Buckingham pi theorem. Right. So let x is a dependent variable. So dependent variable, as we said, it depends on some variables. Okay, so for if those independent variables changes, it will affect this dependent variable. For example, force is dependent on mass and acceleration. As I said, force is a dependent, mass and acceleration are independent. So if mass changes from 1 kg to 2 kg, then automatically the force changes. Or if the acceleration changes, the force actually changes, right? So that's why the force depends on both mass and acceleration. But mass is independent, right? So the mass does not depend on any other thing, or acceleration does not depend on any other thing. Okay, so that's why the x is a dependent variable which depends on x1, x2, x3, and so on as independent variables. So then according to Rayleigh's method, so this can be written as x is a function of, because if this varies, automatically the dependent variable varies, so it's a function. So x is a function of these independent variables. To take this functionality, so we introduce the functionality constant where k is a non-dimensional constant, instituted non-dimensional constant, and a, b, c are the arbitrary powers. So k, x1 power a, x2 power b, x3 power c, these are arbitrary powers. So based on these arbitrary powers, we're going to find the values of these arbitrary powers, so which will be used to derive an expression. Okay, so this was a method, right, or the steps to be followed to derive an expression. So for Rayleigh's, okay, so we'll discuss a problem. So hope you guys will understand them in clear. Okay, so thank you guys. We'll catch up later.